grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to all of the gold squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we definitely found it with this video. Now guess what? We're back for Ripple Decoded Part 5, okay? So this, just to preface this whole thing, first of all, drop a like because this is going to be like a 50-part long series. I can already tell. Also, drop a comment if you want to see more. And guess what? We are officially... Actually, first of all, I'm going to start with this. This has become like a community effort. Like, people are reaching out to me, and I hopped on a call with a beautiful soul who has like a lot of experience, and we went through the video. Also, just so many messages of people finding little things. They tell me it just connects everything for me. So first of all, huge shout out to anybody who has contributed with info. Okay, huge shout out to you guys, because this has become like a community effort, which is just so dope. And I mean, I think this is the most important thing out there. This is essentially a ritual being done, and it's a code or a path left for us to follow. And I am officially coining this timeline, because it is a timeline, right? It's the definition of a timeline. It's giving you, a timeline. I am coining this the American Beauty timeline. And now let me tell you why I love that name for this theory or this timeline. This is why. The album that this Ripple song is on is called American Beauty. There's the cover right there. So this is officially the American Beauty timeline. I do feel like I should put a name to it, because this is just one theory out of all the many riddles that people have done, right? I was the first on YouTube to actually start decoding this video, so I do want at least some credit for that. But this is the American Beauty timeline. We must manifest the American Beauty timeline, because trust me, I'm going to start off with some positive right here. Damn, my Telegram is going off. This timeline is positive in every way possible. There is negative aspects to it, but ultimately the outcome, and we're going to go over everything. Trust me, this is just the start of the video. This is some real shit. I don't know what's going on here. This is the code to the universe. Like, no coincidences. This is just how it's not laid by man. Trust me. Okay, we got so much to go into. Same disclaimers apply to this video. They're on screen right now, the same ones from the last video. Please just use your brain. Don't come at me for doing this type of shit. I mean, this is simply for fun, okay? Simply for fun. Yes, it's weird. Yes, we're overanalyzing. Yes, it doesn't mean anything. Yes, you should base your investments on real things and not decoding. Base it on real fundamentals and real technology and real teams, real partnerships, all of that shit that I talk about every single day. We are simply using a different set of knowledge to look at these things. It's a different lens, a different filter. It's a different lens that we're looking through this. And that lens involves astrology, it involves tarot, it involves ancient knowledge, it involves psychology, it involves the occult, it involves esoteric knowledge, it involves riddles, it involves the universal code of just coincidence, whatever that is. That is what this involves, and that's just what we're using, right? I also use fundamental real analysis of physical shit. This is not physical shit that we're using. We're using like concepts and spiritual things and different philosophical things. So don't come at me. Like, please just Just shut up if you're... This video's not for you, okay? If you're hating on any of this, man, we're just decoding. That's all it is. It's just for fun. It's just riddles. We might make some money off them, but it's ultimately just for fun. And it is so amazing when you see these coincidences. So this video warning, it's not for the faint of heart. It's the faint of heart won't even make it till the end. So we're all good on there, but that's the disclaimer. Keep it moving. Let's go. Also, it is absolutely necessary for you to watch part 2 and part 4 of this. You don't need part 1 and part 3, but you can watch them if you want, because part 1, we go crazy, okay? Make sure you share this everywhere. I have deemed this the American Beauty timeline. We're going to manifest it. Share this everywhere. Put it in the telegrams. Put it in on Twitter. Tweet it at people so they can see this series of videos. Make sure they know it's a series. There's a playlist. Send a playlist so everyone can watch from 0 to 5 now, or 1 to 5, part 1 to 5. I want this to share everywhere. If you could do anything for me, just for free, just share it. Click like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and let's go. So yes, the outcome of this timeline, if it manifests, and that's a big if, right? Because we're simply decoding and heavily overanalyzing something. I do agree, it is overanalyzing 100%. But this is how you decode your damn life. This is how you decode your life around you. So this is like something that's been left here by the Grateful Dead and by Ripple as... Like, I imagine that when the early Apple investors were looking at Apple, I bet you there was little codes and stuff from insiders that was being left behind or left as a path to follow. So, yes, we must manifest the American Beauty timeline. That's what it is. Don't get all caught up in some weird shit, how it has American in the name and beauty. Just shut up. Shut up. It's the album title, okay? That's why I named it this. I don't care about no damn all your little things. If you think whatever you think of America, I do not care. Okay? I'm Canadian. I've broken all the spells, okay? I don't care about any stigmas of any word. I can say anything and not feel a stigma. So this is the American Beauty timeline. I'll probably put it in the title, but this is the American Beauty timeline, and we're going to get into it very deep right now. Very deep right now. So I have this, which is the Ripple Decoded. Hold on, let me put a title on it. I went straight into the stuff. Ripple Decoded Part 5, okay? Let me put the title real big. So we're going to go over that, and there's a bunch of links within that we're going to go over. And then also, at the end, I want to go through the comment section of part 4 and look what people are saying, right? That's what I want to do as an end segment to this video. So basically what we're going to have, we're going to go back through this. We're going to go back through this, and I'm so sad we can't play it with the music. By the way, if anybody saw those blue boxes in the part 4, that was because I had to block that out for copyright. They tried every single thing. If you guys are not in the Telegram, if you're not in the Telegram, get in the Telegram, because I was talking about how they were blocking me from uploading that in every way. And if you scroll up, you'll see it. We're going to go back through this video. There's a lot more. A lot more. This video, you can essentially watch this over and over. Oh my. Oops, I might have to block that part out because it played. You can watch this over and over and get you can find new things every single time, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to go through it again. Yeah. So let's start off by going through it again, okay? And then we'll hop into the notes right here. Actually, we'll go with the notes, okay? So let me put this in the in the corner here. Put this in the corner. Put this here. And okay. So I hopped on a call with Cheryl, okay? I'm going to leave her Twitter link in the description. But we hopped on a call and we went through this together. She has like 30 years of experience, so it was very helpful. So some of this info is from that conversation, okay? Just to be clear, it was a combined effort. Also, all of the people who sent me messages on Instagram and all of this, there was way too many to really include. We're going to go through the comments anyways, but I just want to say this was a full-on community effort, okay? Full-on community effort. So basically, we go through here. First of all, we've got the rose, okay? Now, the rose, if we look up American Beauty, right, there is actually like what pops up is a movie first. And of course, there's a rose here. And this movie is all about, this movie has Kevin Spacey, and when he sees this girl, she's always in roses, something like that. I'm not going to watch the movie because literally I can't even watch movies anymore. It's a terrible experience, kind of. And the last one I've watched was like 3 years ago, and that was Stalker by Tarkovsky, because I watched it because one of my favorite musicians, The Weeknd, was inspired by that movie. But this has to do with the roses too, okay? So American Beauty, if we go to the album cover, we've got the rose as well. Now the rose is extremely deep, okay? The rose goes crazy. It goes extremely deep. But okay, so let's just go to the parts that we were discussing here. So we see right here, I was wondering why they switched out the man for the raven right here. Well, it turns out raven is also a sign of for Aquarius. So basically we have the man, which was supposed to be Aquarius. This is Aquarius. The eagle is Scorpio, the lion is Leo, and the bull is Taurus. And those are the 4 cherubic signs, and they're right there. So they swapped out the raven, and the raven is a super important part of this video as well. They swapped it out for they swapped the man out for the raven right there. Okay, so we keep going right here. We see the lady swimming around. The fool has the red rose, right? The sun, okay, drops the rose, goes down. Now, we basically covered all of this, but these birds. Now, we cracked the code on the birds right here. Look at this. So basically, we keep going right here, and look at these 2 birds. There are 2 birds right here, and there's a blue and a red one. Blue and red right here. We know who that is, right? That's blue and red. That's everything. Crips, Bloods, Republicans, blah, 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 Democrat, blue and red. That's what it is. That's the other side of the yin and yang. You got black and white and blue and red. So they're warring. If you watch this, I can't play it, but they're going back and forth, right? And it's a war. So this could represent, yeah. Sorry. So this is the trumpet, and we know what that is, okay? That's Trump, the trumpet. This is the trumpet right here with the blue and the red warring there, okay? But now who is these? What are these things on either side, right? Both birds controlling each side are extinct. So this is saying right here that the old system of warring back and forth like this is about to be extinct when the final trumpet blows, in my opinion. It even mentions that in the Bible or something, when the final trumpet blows. And Trump is the final trumpet, of course. We know this. And I'm not politically anything, okay? So don't try to label me some dumb shit. I fall through every single label. I do not care about the labels you give me, and I don't identify with any. If you want to give me a religious label, you can call me an omnist. Okay, I do agree with that one. I will. I mean, if you want to label me, you gotta label me that. Okay, it's the only one that frickin' makes sense, because it's take from all of them and make your own shit. So there you go. But as you can see, the shoebill and the dodo, right? Now, what do these things have in common? They're both birds. So it's saying that they're like. These 2 sides, you think, red and blue, you would be stupid to think the red and blue aren't together. You would be dumb if you thought that behind the scenes of that red and blue, there's not 2 birds controlling this. Now, they are different birds. But ultimately, so basically you see the red and blue, right? This represents these dumbass political parties, right? The red and blue. This is what that represents. They're going back and forth. They're rocking on this trumpet. But actually the birds right here are controlling it. The shoe bill. So it's personifying the shoe bill as the blue side, right? The shoe bill as the blue side and the dodo bird as the red side, controlling it. But they're both birds. They're in cahoots. That's what it's saying. But it's also saying that this is about to be extinct. It's a symbol. Why would they choose? Just tell me why they would choose a freaking dodo bird, and tell me why they would choose a freaking shoe bill. Just randomly throw that shit in there. No, nothing is random. Nothing in this entire video is random. Nothing. And you're gonna keep seeing that. Nothing is random in here. So now what's with the other birds? The other birds are us, just watching. You notice how they're behind. They're just watching. They're watching. Now you could also go as far to say like the blue side, and we see the 3 owls come out of this horn right here too. But you could say that everything behind this bird, is the blue side. Which blue is love, and then red is war. Like red is Mars, and blue is Jupiter, I believe. But you could say this, right? And black is Saturn and all of that, right? You know? And pink is Venus. Yellow's the sun. So that type of shit. Shoe bill and behind could be everything on that side. I'm not saying it is, but then the red, look what's on the red side. It's the high priestess who turns into the devil. And you know, like, there's no bad and good, first of all. So these people are all the same thing. You have evil sides, I have evil sides. If you don't, you're ignoring it. So what's on the side of this? But this was an interesting code I cracked with Cheryl right there. She pointed out the blue and red, and then I said, wow, that's Trump too. This is the trumpet horn. Like the final horn blows. The final trumpet blows. So we keep going right here. And here's some deep codes too. So we got red and blue warring on there. Both birds controlling each side are extinct. So this could be a symbol that those systems are about to abolish. Like, that is not going to be a thing anymore. Okay? It's not going to be a thing anymore. Is these two... It's just so childish. Okay, you choose red or blue. That's the most childish, dumb shit I've ever heard in my life. Okay, I choose truth, which is in the middle, and I pick whatever I want. Does that not make sense? Like, why? How does that not make sense? I don't get it. Like, why? That's gonna be my whole life mission. Is convincing people, not convincing, letting them find out for themselves that they should be in the middle, and not even politically or anything. Just take it all and make your own. Don't just take half of it. It's the dumbest thing ever. So we go over here. And we get the sphinxes right here. The cats. And she also pointed out that we missed one card in the sequence. There was actually this card missed in my first graphic, which was the Ace of Wands. That was the one that was missed, which was this hand right here coming out of the cloud and zapping this and turning it into the devil, right? So basically what we found with the R and H, okay, because that was a big thing. That was a big thing I was thinking about, was the R and H. And the R and H, I got many people, so credit to the community for this. I did not find this, or I did not realize this, but this is from the community. The RH blood type is one connection with this RH, because if you guys know, look at this. Tarot High Priestess. If we look at the tarot card of the High Priestess, it's B and J, which is Boaz and Jacqueline, or Yakin, right? That's originally on the card, but they have swapped it for R and H. So there is, let me tell you something right now. Whoever made this video, is extremely like a master of this, and they're doing something on purpose. It is completely on purpose. So B and J right here swapped out to R and H. Okay. Now, what I think is the most plausible explanation, we have two more. The first one is Robert Hunter. Okay, Robert Hunter, who actually is the lyricist for the Grateful Dead. So RH, right? His initials. His initials are on here. RH. And then we've also got the RH, the Hera riddle. Hera is the wife of Jupiter. Hera is the wife of Jupiter. Now Cheryl pointed this out to me. Hera's the wife of Jupiter, who actually sent the Sphinx to Thebes to like taunt them, like to make them mad. She sent it, and whoever could figure out this riddle, which was the riddle of Hera, and the answer was a man, or a kid, a baby, a kid, and an adult, I believe. But I think this is Robert Hunt, or Robert Hunter. I do think this is Robert Hunter, but the Hera thing makes sense as well if this is Riddle and Hera over here, because this is all about Jupiter, right? This is all about Jupiter. So essentially, you have Robert Hunter here. I'm going with that. If we plug that in, should I show that right now? I'm gonna show it right now. If we plug that into here, and I'm gonna bring in the gematria in this video. I'm gonna cover it, okay? So I only use Chaldean or Chaldean, however you say it. That's the only gematria I use. Now look at what we have here. His name is 2227. Robert's 22, Hunter's 27. We already know a lot about the 27. I used to talk about it all the time. Ripple is 27. Currency is 27. Coinbase is 27. Wyoming is 27. There are so many 27s, okay? I believe ISO 20022. Okay, yeah. The two numbers that matter the most are 17 and 27, okay? Throughout this whole thing. It's currency and it's gold. So ISO 20022 is 17. Gold is 17. And if we go down here, I'm going to get into more of the things that are 17, but man, those are the numbers. Those are the numbers. 22, 17, and 27. Here we go. So that's Robert Hunter. Okay. Now, it turns into the devil right here. Turns into the devil. Nothing more crazy about that. And then she pointed out that this bird, the raven right here, always is stealing the gold. So she also agreed with me that the lawsuit, I bet we all agree. I bet we all agree that this represents the lawsuit, the hanged man, which essentially the raven would be the SEC right here, trying to steal the gold, which it steals this gold cup and trying to steal Ripple's shine away. Steal Ripple's shine away right as they're trying to do insane things, right? So we have that. We go here. Boom, the magician with his hand up. You notice that he drops his left hand, or he drops his right hand and raises his left at the end here. That could represent anything. One of the biggest themes in this entire thing is actually merging the masculine and feminine. That's a huge theme, is merging those two worlds. Merging masculine and feminine. You're going to see it like at least 4 more times here. Now, let's keep it moving through here. We see this spider. Now, we have cracked the code on the spider. Cheryl helped us crack the code on the spider. Look at this. This spider is Neith, or Neat. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This spider represents this Egyptian goddess. Do you guys know why? Watch this. Neith spider. This is the ancient Egyptian goddess, which was a goddess of weaving. It's the spinner and the weaver of destiny, who was associated with the spider. She was often depicted with a weaving shuttle in her hand or a bow and arrows, demonstrating her hunting abilities. So this goddess has been associated with the spider. And now you can tell, why would they make the damn spider look like this? It is the art style, but look, even in there it looks very Egyptian. It looks very, very Egyptian. So I'm saying, and Cheryl, I agree with her completely, that this is about weaving new timelines. This is about weaving new timelines. It's associated the spider, the spinner, and the weaver of destiny, okay? So right now we have basically where we go into the world right here. We go into the world, we become the fool right here. All of us are the fool. And we go. You see the warring sides, which this is an extinct system. Like this system really is about to go extinct and something is going to replace it, right? We keep going. We meet the devil here. And then it's right into the hangman. So like the devil into the hangman is just so clear, right? It's so clear what's going on there. Devil into the hangman. This is most likely the lawsuit. Now there's it's like, okay, what scale is this timeline on? Because if we assign dates, we make ourselves look stupid again. Because I am not a fan of these idiotic moon dates and all of this bullshit. Okay, I'm not a fan. Because they've all passed. And where was the moon? It was nowhere. We passed all your stupid ass moon dates. We passed them all. Where's the moon? So we cannot be setting dates on this, right? That's very stupid. Super stupid to be setting dates. So is this a cycle? Did they create a cycle that goes on with Ripple? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did they create a spiral or a timeline that Ripple keeps going around? Like, this is the wheel. You know? The chariot wheel and the tarot wheel. The key or the secret of the tarot is that it's rotate. That word's an anagram for rotate. And it's a wheel. That's the secret of the tarot. So did they create a continuous wheel? And look at this shit right here that just popped in my mind. Wow. This just popped in my mind. What is the Ripple logo? What is the Ripple logo? It's this, right? It's this, right? Which is the, oh damn, I forget the symbol. Tri symbol. Triquetra, is it the Triquetra? Oh no, it's the Trisk Lion. Trisk Lion, yeah. Trisk Lion, I don't know how to pronounce it. Trisk Lion right there. This is the Trisk Lion. But guess what? Do you remember this bullshit? Who remembers this bullshit? I'm telling you, I have cracked it right here. What is that thing? And what's it doing? And why does Google have it for me right here? What is this? Why am I able to spin a fidget spinner on Google? Are you guys seeing this bullshit? What is this? But look at that. That is the Ripple logo. So metaphysically, what did they have you all doing at one point? Every kid on this earth. It was millions of fidget spinners. They had you spinning the logo metaphysically. If you really understand what this is and what metaphysics is, if they get that logo spinning, a little bit faster, boom, turn it up. Look what I can do with this. It's fun. Boom. They get that logo spinning. Now, first of all, that's looking like some sacred geometry, right? That's really going crazy. But they got this logo spinning metaphysically because the real Ripple's about to turn. This Trisk Lion's about to start spinning and working like a cog. It's about to start spinning and working because they did it metaphysically. What was the year of the fidget spinner? Fidget spinner year. Watch, I bet they have a dedicated year. Okay, it was created in 1993, but when was the trend? The trend. Let's see, trend. Okay, fidget spinners became trending toys in 2017. Of course, it's the 2017, right? 2017, when we had essentially had the bull run, right? If we go to XRP here, let me see what the exact dates were. But we had basically crossing over from 2017 into 2018 is when we went ham. Okay? So they had you spinning that shit, and we just cracked that code right there. It's the fidget spinner. And they metaphysically made you spin their logo around and around. Just get a blue fidget spinner. This is a blue fidget spinner. Okay? So there's the code right there. Now, the spider, keep going. The spider is Neath. I think that's how you pronounce it. Neath right here. Clearly Egyptian. Now I'm just trying to get back on track here. Let me open this up again. Let me open that up again. Yes, weaving new timelines. Okay, so this is a new timeline. Oh yeah. This is the important point. Did they make a cycle where this is like the menstrual cycle of Ripple? I'm sorry, that's what I just have to use. It's like a cycle. It's like a moon cycle for Ripple. Did they create that right here? Like Planet Ripple type shit where it goes through its own new moon, full moon phase. So we keep seeing that, like, that energy spinning. Or is this a timeline that they actually put out and stuff is going to happen on certain dates? I don't like that idea of it. Because if we place dates on this, we're just going to make ourselves look stupid, okay? So with the American Beauty timeline, there is no date. Do not set a date to this. If you set a date to this, man, I can't mess with that, dude. Even if it's, if it's right, then it's like, damn, okay, wow. If you want to set a date or try to set dates, you can. But I would think of this almost more of a wheel. And you know the ending is always abundant. Like, I need to make sure I drive home this point of this cycle. Like, this story is what Ripple will continuously repeat. Right? It will continuously repeat this. It's like a moon cycle. And until we reach, right? Because the wheel is spinning at the end. The wheel is spinning, so once the wheel goes still, maybe we reach a point. But there is no points that you reach. You got to understand that it's all a journey. So this does represent the lawsuit. I do believe that. Or this represents the lawsuit and other events like the lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I have grouped these together. Because every time that Ripple is going to be put into a hanged man position, we always come out with the magician. And the magician card is all about having all the tools you need, right? It's all about having all the tools you need. If we look that up real quick, the Magician Tarot card, let's read just a simple explanation of it. Let's see what they say. Upright is manifestation, resourcefulness, power, inspired action, right? So every time that we get put into a situation that involves the hanged man, we come out with this. These are in the same thing. But I don't think it's a good idea to put a date on this. It's not a good idea to put a date on this. This is simply the American Beauty timeline. And we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this too. Don't sleep on me. Don't sleep on me. We're getting into this too right here. Look what I've done right here. We're getting into this. Okay, this is the American Beauty timeline, man. We're going to manifest it. I know for sure that this will manifest because I understand the power of music. Okay, and music paired with a business and what this can do. What a ritual. Clearly, okay, so yeah, we're going to cover if this is a tarot spread. If this is a tarot spread or if this is a ritual circle. Okay, now let's keep going with the video though. Kind of jumping all over the place. I'm sorry if you're like flustered, but you should be watching every second of this because, dude, this is the most important shit. I swear. And this is practical, dude. Practical. I am not out here telling you that 44 equals 22. When we put the 22, we get 34, and then the 34 does this, and then 1, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, 9, 9, and then a picture of some lamppost and a riot, and then 50. Now, no shade. No shade at those riddlers, but man, this is practical stuff. Everything I've said should make sense already. There's nothing. You don't even need an advanced knowledge of anything for this. I'm just showing you how it all connects in simple language. There's no craziness. I mean, my level of crazy is so high that I can't even deal with it. But okay, here we go. So Neith weaves a new timeline. Okay, Neith weaves a new timeline. This is the weaver. Now we go through the chakras, okay? We go through the chakras right here. Now this, with the rose petals, could be a death. This could be a death and a rebirth for us. Like we're shedding something off. Shedding the rose petals. Now with the Four of Cups, this part Cheryl pointed out to me right here. In the original Four of Cups card, the person, which is the Fool sitting there, I believe it's the Fool. All the cards are the Fool. Sitting here, taking the tarot. I mean, taking the cup. Or he's not taking it. Look, he has his arms crossed. But in here, they show that when they take it, when this person takes it up here, it's taken and the rainbow lights up. And the rainbow is a symbol of the chakras, of course. And also, you know, the LGBTQ plus, right? So, which is the merging of two worlds. That's all of the transgender and those different things, right? Which is just merging into basically androgynous beings. And I love all that stuff. All of them. I love every human being. I don't discriminate against anything. So they're balancing masculine and feminine within themselves, and they're expressing it physically. You can do this on a spiritual level. I have done it. And I'm working on it too. Balancing the feminine and the masculine energy on a spiritual level. You don't have to do it on a physical level. They display it physically and they live it physically, right? You can just use it internally. Now, you got the double-headed eagle. He's going through. Now we're on a journey through the cups, basically, right here. Journey through the cups. The Four of Cups. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we didn't even cover this. He takes the deal. So this is a deal being taken, essentially. This card. Now, let's look into the Four of Cups real quick. Let's scroll over here. Let's look at the Four of Cups. Just get the basic meaning. The basic meaning is meditation, contemplation, apathy, and reevaluation. But for this, just taking it almost literally, is the deal, like we took the gold. We took the gold, and now we're on a journey with the Cups cards. With the Cups cards, okay? So we've got those two right there. The Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Let's just keep using this website because... Okay, not going to show me. Okay. The Two of Cups. Now let's get just a basic on this. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction. So this could be partnership. That's a very easy point, right? So in this cycle, this is what Ripple could be whipping up. It's like a tornado. It's a cycle like this. We keep going around this wheel, the tarot wheel, the rotated wheel, the chariot wheel, which we already saw in part 1, and I highly recommend you watch back all the parts. We already saw that these people... this video says that the chariot wheel is the wheel of wheel of fortune, right? So look at this. Look at this. Let's go. Like this is a great video so far. Like I feel like we've just cracked. We even cracked the fidget spinner. I wasn't planning on doing that. I've known that for a while. That's what they did with that. I think I mentioned it way before in some other videos. Make sure if you're enjoying, by the way, make sure you share this everywhere. Click like, all that shit. It helps the channel a lot, man. Here we go. Keep going. Now here we come to another symbolic representation of the merging of worlds. Look at this. This is what me and Cheryl found right here. This is the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. But look what they're riding on, the turtle. And now the turtle's an ancient symbol for the universe, basically, the earth. If we look up turtle ancient, all we got to do, turtle ancient earth, sorry. They have always had these. I've seen these a lot. They have the elephants too right there. And they always, the ancients personified the earth or the world on the back of a turtle, okay? So this is the merging of worlds. And as you can see, the tree in the back is intertwined as well. It's intertwined. And also one thing we saw was they have room. They're not together fully. It's like their worlds are touching right here, which are the turtles. But yet they're still here, and they're together, and they have room to grow in the middle. They got room to grow together still. And basically, it's the merging of worlds. So that's that very important merging of worlds that's happening. And if you're looking down upon those people, man, you got to think twice on what you're doing. You have fell victim to what they want you to do. They want you to hate that movement. They want you to just polarize that movement. It's good or bad. It's the middle, man. Okay, we keep going. Now this is a interesting one right here. You got a Page of Cups and you got the Three of Cups in the middle. This could be the bridge currency, right? This could represent the bridge currency and also a celebration because it's the middle. There's two, the Three of Cups, there's two on the outside and one in the middle. Also, we see the cornucopia symbology here, over here. Two cornucopias on either side. So that's what we had for there. The orange tree, okay, cool. Keep it moving. Right here we get to see the Ace of Cups. And they have put a lightning bolt here. And they have put an owl here. And then they make an owl fly by. So the owl is huge symbolism. And let me just check something here. Where's that part where they have the M? Yeah, the owl's huge symbolism in this, which we know the owl is like Moloch and also Aquarius. Now, this is the part where Cheryl had some crazy info to share with me. Basically, the star card is associated with the planet Uranus and the Aquarius zodiac sign, okay? Which is clear that that's Aquarius right there. So basically, Saturn we know is the old system, and where it looks like we're going is Jupiter in terms of what the new system is going to be. And who's really going to be pioneering it or running it. So she said Uranus represents electricity, ether, electric cars, new revolutions, and cryptocurrency. Uranus is the planet of crypto. So we have had 3 Uranus squares with Saturn. Now this is astrology now. Uranus square Saturn is an astrological aspect. And we've had 3 in 2021. So she said that any time in history with revolutionary wars, music, politics, Uranus has been in connection with Saturn. Okay, that's always how it goes. Guess what? In 2009 and 2010, we had Uranus conjunct Saturn, and that was the birth of Bitcoin. Or sorry, I think square. Either conjunct or square Saturn, which is it's a difference, but one of those, okay? As I've said before, I'm not really a master at astrology and reading the aspects and different things, but I can do it. Now look at this. 2021. Let me get here. Okay, so 2021, on February 17, we had the first Saturn square Uranus. June 14, we had the second Saturn square Uranus. And now we're getting into the dates, by the way. And now we're getting into the dates, which I don't like. But I do like the astrological dates, right? but I don't like, I don't know, because I'm about to say a date that's in the future, right? December 24 is the third Saturn square Uranus in 2021. We had 3 of them. 2 of them have already happened. We're waiting on December 24, 2021. All right. Go here. Put this here. Okay. Last time square, exact December 2021. Okay, yeah. So, this is big because Uranus is essentially like giving lightning bolts and striking Saturn, which is the old system. It's striking it. It's Uranus square Saturn, opposing Saturn, right? Which means that the old system is dying, like we saw in the first thing. It's about to go extinct. It really is about to go extinct. It really is. It really is. I don't know how, but we're here for the journey. I hope the American Beauty timeline manifests and we put ourselves in the right position, which we are in the right position for this great reset and everything, dude. Okay, moving on. Go here. We get the star. The Empress is Venus and Libra. She's right there. Boom. We see yin and yang again. This is masculine, feminine forces coming together. We see the night and day. Okay, we got the crocodile. Boom, moving through. So, this is, see, as for the timeline, I'm not sure where this is fitting in, right? But we go here, we see that the Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles, and we see 4-leaf clovers. We're walking. Now, this was a big, in my Discord, we were talking about this. This is the 9 of Coins, and there's 2 of them. Right? The 9 of Coins, and there's 2 of them. 9 of Coins or Pentacles. And this is crazy, okay? Shout out to the Discord. You all know who you are inside there. As I said, this is community effort. Basically, they changed this woman that you see as the 9. Right, let me close some tabs here. Are you really in crypto if you don't have 20 plus tabs open on your computer right now? So we see that the 9 of Coins tarot, right? 9 of Coins tarot is basically dressed differently. So they've made it into a Japanese. It's either Japanese or Chinese, but we were agreeing that it was Japanese. But I'm going to show you another connection with the Chinese, which is why I'm kind of doubting it. But I think it is Japanese. And we've also got the flowers in the back. These flowers are datura. Cheryl pointed this out. Datura flowers. Poisonous. Hallucinogenic. So basically they changed this into Japan. Now we just had a piece of Japan news right after the part 4. Like a week after the part 4, we had this huge Japan news today of them opening a new on-demand liquidity corridor. So maybe every time we come around this cycle, we hit something with Japan on the journey to this Wheel of Fortune, which is, if we reach the Wheel of Fortune in this, which is the 13, which I'm going to cover at the end, right? We still got a long way to go. I don't know. This one might be longer. If we reach that shit, the Wheel of Fortune, that means the American Beauty timeline has manifested. And we would basically be in a full abundance. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny, abundance. So basically we just had the Japan news, right? So I think every time we come across this situation, we have the Japan news. We have the Japan news. Now let's look up the 9 of Coins, okay? The 9 of Coins. Let's see what the 9 of Coins is about. Let's go to this one. What do we get with the 9 of Coins? Rewarded efforts, success, achievement, independence, leisure, material security. See, look at this. Look at this. This is the rewarded effort. So every time we come across this cycle, it's a big wheel. It's a big wheel. It's this. It's this. It is a wheel. It is a wheel that they've set up for Ripple. I'm convinced, man. There's no stupid dates. There's no stupid dates. This is just the cycle of it. If we can learn to read this cycle, we can basically predict what's going to happen until that Wheel of Fortune manifests, until the American Beauty timeline is checked off, complete, until this moment where the skeleton, the Grateful Dead, which is us, puts the card in the, or flips over the card in the middle and flips over all the cards. You know? I think this thing, it works like a wheel. That's the key to this whole thing. Trust me. I swear to you, this is what it's about. And I like, they've set it up to where this is what it follows. You know, I hope it's making sense. I hope it's making sense. Like, God, it's so deep, man. So deep. We're going to keep going, and it's going to get even deeper. So if you're enjoying, make sure you click like, share this shit. I've already seen some people start decoding this. I'm very happy that I've been able to put this on, you know, and get this kick started in the community because, dude, this is the most important thing. They've left an entire esoteric occult code right here. So let's keep it moving. We see the daturas right there. Those are the flowers that are hanging down. Okay, my favorite part. My favorite part. Somebody on Instagram, okay? Let me see if I can pull up the name. But you know who you are. I appreciate you. I don't think you want clout or anything, but I'm giving credit to you for this. So I really appreciate it. I don't know if I can find it. So many weird DMs on here, but hold on. Let me look harder. Oh yes, okay. I don't even know if you want to be doxxed like that. Okay, so you know who you are. I appreciate you. He found that this bug that we see fly by, this bug, that ain't no bee. This is a cicada or a cicada. Do you know how crazy it was when I heard this? He said, look what he said. He said, Mason, this is he says, Mason, at 2:48 in the Ripple music video, that big bug that flies by, I think it's a cicada. I say cicada. Okay, so deal with it. I don't care if you say cicada. The periodical version. There's a brood X that hatched in May. There's a brood X. I'm like, what the hell is a brood X? They only hatch every 17 years, bro. There is the 17 again. Okay, this is a cicada. They watch how identical this is, bro. Hold on, we got to get back on track with this. Because I covered this down here. Okay, the important points of it. Look at this. Cicada, right here. Okay? This is a cicada. Let's look at the picture so you can see that this really is what it is. Look. Look at this. Look at that thing. Do you see it? That is what that is. It's a cicada. Absolutely a cicada. I don't know if they have stingers, but maybe they've just added that, but this is a cicada. The red eyes, right? That part, the see-through wings, automatically cicada. So let's look up the brood X. Cicada brood X, right here. That's the cicada brood X. And these only hatch. If we go to the brood X, which I've been on here, that's the brood X. They hatch, of course, every 17 years. The brood X, of course, X. The brood X. Okay? We plug brood X in. We get 27. Of course, that's Ripple. That's currency. That's Coinbase, all the important shit. Wyoming, where they're setting up crypto banks already. Dude. And Cicadas 13, okay? So Cicadas 13, but we've got the Brood X. 27, okay? Now this gets even deeper right here. The Brood X, right? So if we look up Ripple birthday, or Ripple XRP start. So it says 2012, but watch this. Ripple company birth. Ripple company birth 2005 as a financial service to provide secure payment. Let's just test Ryan Fugger in here. Hold on. Ryan Fugger. Okay, he's the 3-6. And his last name is 27. Dude, this doesn't get any easier, bro. He's the 9, which is completion. He's the 3-6, which comes down to a 9, right? The 3-6 even simplifies to the 9. And the 3-6 is, it's the 3-6-9, right? This is the 3-6-9. Okay, cool. So, hold on. If we take this 2005 date, right? So, Ripple was conceived by Jed McCaleb and built by Arthur Brito and David Schwartz, who then approached Ryan Fugger, who had debuted in 2005 as a financial service. So, it literally debuted in 2005. Now, here we go. Watch this shit. If we think of that as a cicada, right? If we think of Ripple as a Brood X cicada, okay, 2005 plus 17 years it would take to hatch. It would take the Brood X or the cicada to hatch 17 years. From that 2005 date, dude, it's 2022. It's 2022. And that's the 222 and the 22 again, right? So I don't like these dates, but man, does 2022 look like it is the one for something, dude. Bro, what if, so just to relate it back for sanity's sake, what if this shit right here, you guys see that shit right here? What if that shit is this shit? And then this shit is going to be, boom, make it look small. Because this is 2017 going into 2018. I think there might be a bull run here going from 2021 into 2022. Because the cicada hatches in 2022. If you look at Ripple as the Brood X, which is this again, right? When I found that shit, dude, thank you to the dude on Instagram, bro. You pointed out the cicada. I went a bit deeper and researched the cicada. They're also from a North American genus called Magiciata. Magiki cicada. Or magic cicada, whatever. Magi cicada. Which spend most of their lives as underground nymphs, emerge in predictable intervals of 13 or 17 years. Okay, so what's that 2005? I haven't looked at this. Let's see. 2005 plus 13. Dude. That's 2018. One cicada hatched. Or did the cicada fully hatch in 2018? See, this is a thing. Because 2022 comes out with the 17. Or does it? Hold on. Am I tripping? 2005 plus 17 is 2022. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Look at that. They emerge in predictable intervals of 13 or 17 years depending on the species and the location. Cicadas have been used as money in folk medicine to forecast the weather, to provide song, but the main thing is used as money. Used as money right there, okay? And I actually Googled this, and I found the blue-eyed cicada right here was like a precious thing. I think it was like worth $1,000 if you find the blue-eyed cicada, right? And I don't know if any of you guys know this. It's not a big part of this. It's not a big part of this, but in my personal life story, I remember this internet riddle called Cicada 3301. Right? I remember this. I don't know if any of you remember this. It was a set of puzzles on the internet that was launched. And people think it was a government recruiting thing. What if this ripple is a government recruiting thing for people like us who are decoding this shit? I don't know. But look at this. This was a Cicada 3301. It was a bunch of puzzles, and it was used to recruit highly intelligent individuals. And here's the cicada right there. You know? So in my own story, in my life story, I remember this as a kid. It was cool. It was cool. This was started in 2012. I was probably there in like 2013 looking at this and being like, whoa, this is like a cool like internet puzzle ran by an anonymous group. Nobody knows what it's doing. It's trying to recruit like Illuminati people, like people who could crack the code, and people were cracking the codes. So just another connection with my own life with the cicada. I think I'm going to change that to my favorite bug. Okay. American Beauty film, we covered this. The Brood X. The Brood X. Showed you the Brood X. They emerge. 13 or 17. Bro. Can't even make this shit up, man. And even the cicada inside of mythology, right? Inside of mythology, Aristotle was fond of eating cicadas. You can eat them. Also, Aristotle is attributed with disseminating in Greek culture cicada symbolism of resurrection and immortality. Yet again, another symbol of immortality. We saw the rose. Sorry, the immortal rose oil. And we saw the coconut from the palm tree. Now we have another. And I think there was even another one that I forget. This is a lot, folks. So much information. This is Aristotle, cicada, boom. Okay. Go over here. Boom. Scroll down. RH blood type, Robert Hunter, we know this. And we're going to cover some other shit that's insane. But let's keep it moving. See that we get another timeline weaved. Another timeline weaved. So I believe this hatches. This symbolizes a new beginning because the Fool is where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Like the Fool card. The Fool card. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Fool card. The Fool card is right on the edge of the cliff. Ready to jump and do a new beginning. But he's ignorant that he has everything. He's at the edge again. So here, he's basically at the edge, facing the sun. And here, he's at the edge, and the sun is behind him, and the cicada is there. So from a symbolic level, you can say that we've passed the sun. We're above, like, we're on par with the sun. This is like XRP at the sun, in my opinion. You know, because the cicada has hatched, too. They made the cicada fly by. We get a new timeline weave. A new timeline is being weaved. Chakras opening up. And boom, we shed our thing. We shed it again. Move on to the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. One interesting thing is they've swapped out the lion here. No, Strength card. Strength tarot card. So here's the Strength tarot card. Basically, there's a lion right there instead of a wolf. Right? Instead of a wolf. Now, the lion is like the elite. Like, the lion is like the elite. And the wolf, hold on. Okay, that's not showing nothing crazy. Yeah, the lion is like the elite, but they've swapped it out with the wolf. And look how the lion looks very like menacing here. The wolf is calm, and she's calm. She's calm here, but the lion's going crazy. But the wolf is calm. So I guarantee you. Hold on. Yeah, strength card. Lion is swapped out with the wolf. I guarantee you guys, most of you relate to the wolf. I guarantee it. You have a special connection with the wolf, because I do. My dad even has a wolf tattoo. So I definitely relate to the wolf. I bet all of you do, man. I would go as far to say 80% of you really connect with this image right here as the lone wolf. Don't you feel like the lone wolf sometimes? I definitely feel like the lone wolf, man. Okay. So she's calming the tamed wolf, right? And the three of hearts, or the three of swords. The three of swords. Let's look what that represents real quick. I forgot. Three of swords. Okay. What do we got here? Heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, hurt. We have two of them. So basically, it's saying that you must have strength through the middle is what I would say. Like you could look at this as heartbreak, find strength, another heartbreak, but I think it's more of a sequence of like initial heartbreak, and then you have strength through the duration, the middle of it, and then you're left with heartbreak. Like you're left with that scar, right? Like a sword jabbed in your heart. So we keep it going. Moon. I saw somebody say that those could represent the precious metals. The precious metals. Like gold, silver, all that shit. Keep it moving. We see the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is the duality again. Duality again. You see how she's blindfolded, she can't see, so she's using her intuition to see. So if we look up the Two of Swords, let's look it up. Okay, Two of Swords. Boom, boom, boom. Difficult decisions, weighing up options, avoidance. Okay, so basically we have two eyes. You see out of two eyes. You must stop that and see out of one eye, which is the third eye. You know? The reason you're seeing in duality is because you have two eyes. Right? We pick left or right brain type shit. You must center yourself and get in that third eye. And that's what she's using to see with these swords. You notice how the swords start here and then they cross into one. Like they cross. It's an X. It is an X. That's an X. And it's conveniently right over her third eye, and then it opens up. And when you do open up that third eye, boom, we're right on the chariot. You're in the seat. You're in the pineal, the chariot of the mind, the throne of the mind, the throne of the soul, everything to do with the third eye. Now we're rolling in the chariot. Okay? Rolling in the chariot. Boom. We got the sphinxes again, black and white, Masonic. We got the Masonic symbolism. They've put their lightning bolt there. Now we had a connection with the 1965, which is on the dice. The 1965, which is on the dice. Man, we got a lot to go, man. We got a lot to go. We got a lot farther to go. Trust me. The 1965, which is on the dice. Okay, so 1, right? 1, 9, 6, and 5 at the bottom. As you can see, that's a 1, 1. They put 3 1s conveniently. This is how you know it's on purpose. 1, 1, and there's a 2. See, you can see the 2. So that's 1965. Now, thank you to the community once again. Somebody pointed out Rosa Rios Rosa Rios was born on July 17, of course. She's a Cancer. 1965. Grateful Dead birth. Grateful Dead birthday. It's not coming up. Okay, Grateful Dead. Formed in 1965. Two connections. Rosa Rios, who's a Cancer. And if we zoom into here, I've assigned this whole timeline. This is the American Beauty timeline, as you can see. Hold up. The American Beauty timeline, right? If we look at the Chariot card, this is Jupiter, and this is Cancer, and this is 7. Right? It's the 7th tarot, major arcana. So she fits that. She's the Chariot. Right? So when in this circle, this wheel, when we reach somebody of that stature, we're on the Chariot. Okay, Chariot takes us to abundance. Boom, boom, wheel spins. Man, I'm going hard on this, dude. I feel like I'm channeling info at this point. Let's keep it moving. Boom, boom, through this. Now you've got the Sphinx here. You got the Sphinx, you got the Crocodile, which is your lower self. Yeah, lower self, higher self, man. It doesn't really matter what's on the inside. The Crocodile's definitely the lower self, Saturn, you know? But we zoom out. Boom. Zoom, zoom. And Wheel of Fortune. And the cards are flipped. Notice? Boom. Boom. So I've also noticed that they do cut off the bottom cards here, but okay. So there we go. That's another frame by frame, and we do have more. We do have even more, man. All right, took a small break because I was going literally insane, but let's keep it moving here. We've got a lot more to cover. A lot more, man. This thing is... Oh my, who left this here, dude? Who did this, man? There's too much shit. I'm going to show you. We're going to start off with more confirmation in case you're going crazy like I am. We're doing this in a practical way, okay? There's nothing that shouldn't make sense here. It's all connected. And we're not applying any bias, and we're not applying any bullshit, weirdo shit, okay? We're not applying no bullshit, weirdo shit. And what I mean by that is, like, we're not choosing a side here. We're not like, okay, we're Trump supporters and we believe in 17 and Q and shit. Like, this is not what this is about. This is real stuff, man. Egyptian knowledge, ancient knowledge, cicadas. This is all real stuff. There's no connection to... Like, there is a connection to all that stuff, but I don't even deal with that stuff. I deal with real spirituality, real occult, real esoteric knowledge, real ancient knowledge, real spirituality. So let's get back on track. Watch this. We're gonna go into this later, but look at this. Ripple.com/error. We see this bear right here, which if you look into the Grateful Dead bears, right? Let's go to images. The Grateful Dead bear is here. And this is the Fool. This is the Fool. Because you can see in the Fool card, he has the thing on, this thing. This little scarf thing. This is the Fool as a bear. Right? As a bear. Which is interesting. But look what they've put here. You who choose to lead must follow. But if you fall alone. If you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. This is the official, this is on the Ripple website, .com/error. I might put this at the start of the video. Look at this connection. This is a direct connection telling you that they are with the shit. Okay, you have Chris Larson telling you that they got the domain from some super fans. He tells you that they love Grateful Dead. You've got a song called Ripple by Grateful Dead. You've got all of these connections, and you've got this on their website. And shout out to the person on Twitter for this, who sent me this. Absolutely insane. Amazing. Best connection. So let's keep it moving with the video. What we're going to go into now is basically looking at this, and this is from somebody as well. Shout out to you. You know who you are. I appreciate you. This is a community effort. The astrological spread. Right here. This was posted in my Telegram. Shout out to that person. Big credit to them. I did not find this. They found it. Big credit to them. This is the astrological spread right here. When you do a tarot reading, you can do this spread and put 12 cards out, and they get numbered like this. They get numbered like this. So, you can do a reading with this. I haven't done it, but it does go around like that. You've got reputation, higher views. You got it all right there, right? So, number 1 is Aries. Number 2, Taurus. 3. So you can see which cards we pulled out, though. You can see which cards we pulled out. I also have put the zodiacs corresponding with the planets. The planets corresponding to their cards. Tarot, zodiac, major arcana number. Right? And how I know this is like important is they're not putting it in order. As you can see, it goes 0 from here. If we start like a clock, it goes 0, 2, 15, 1, 12, 17, 3, it's 19, you know? So it was interesting laying this out and seeing that we have 2 moons here, 2 suns, a lot, or 2 Venuses, or sorry, 3 Venuses, 2 Jupiters, you know? This doesn't mean anything, but I was just showing you, if you want to do the tarot reading for this, we can start a little bit. Look, the world is Saturn, right? So the reputation of Ripple, when they pulled the cards for this, the reputation is the world, which is the Saturn card, right? It's the Saturn card. And that makes sense. They're looked at as bad people, Ripple, by a lot of people. Maybe not you and me, but a lot of people. Higher views, the Fool, which is like a new beginning. Hidden aspects, the High Priestess. The Devil is the partners. The Work is the manifest with that. Fun things. You can go back and forth, but I just wanted to lay this out as a graphic to show you the American Beauty timeline, because this is what we end with, right? This is the ending spiral that I think they've laid out, like the spiral. And some of these cards that we see here come in between, like the 9 of Coins. All of the minor arcana cards are along the journey. Okay, so basically what we have is the world. We become the Fool. We go to the High Priestess. Then we meet the Devil. Puts us into this, which is probably the lawsuit or an event. I'm a big advocate on this. The American Beauty timeline does not involve dates. Okay, it involves this as a cycle and a spiral of things, because I am not going to assign a date to this, because that is stupid. That is completely stupid, in my opinion. You can, though. Like, it's not stupid. It's just like, come on, man. Like, it's going to pass, just like all the other moon dates. Unless this one's super right. No. So we go through 4 of Cups. We take a deal right here. There's 2. You merge the worlds, right? Also, in this world section, right before the High Priestess, we basically are shown that the system is going to be extinct and there's going to be a new system in place, and the fool takes a journey to make that new system. Boom, Ace of Cups, Uranus right here, the star, Age of Aquarius. Boom, Sun, Moon. Like, this is a whole timeline. We can keep going deeper until you fully understand this calendar right here and this way, this cycle, because they could have picked any freaking cards, bro. I put it up here. Hold on. Put it up here. That we basically have right here. So they left out, they have all the major arcanas. They have all the major arcanas except the Emperor, Hierophant, the Lovers, Hermit, Death, Temperance, the Tower, Judgment. They've laid out 12 cards plus the 13. Do you notice how when we do an astrological spread, there's nothing in the middle? So they're like doing a ritual on Jupiter or the Wheel of Fortune for Ripple. They're doing a ritual circle for it and a tarot spread, and they know that there is actually something in the middle of the zodiac, and that's you, the 13. The goal is to become the 13, the key. And I also said the 13th card in the major arcana, as you can see, these all have numbers around them. The 13th card is Death, but they've replaced that with the Wheel of Fortune. So they could have put the Death card in the middle, and that would have made sense as the 13 in the middle, right? But they didn't. The key is to become the 13. They have placed the Wheel of Fortune. They did not pick Death, okay? So we covered this. This is the American Beauty timeline, as well as this, laid out like this, okay? We are going to manifest the American Beauty timeline. Okay. Now, let's do this. So we saw the bear thing. Grateful Dead, Ripple, lyrics. Boom. This is such a crazy part of this. So first of all, if we read this right here, it says that the Ripple song is a B-side to the single called Truckin'. The single called Truckin'. Now, maybe you've heard that song because it's very big, I think. It says RH or Robert Hunter, whose name... So Robert Hunter made this, right? He wrote the song while he was drinking half a bottle of Retsina in the process. The song debuted August 18, 1970 at Fillmore West in San Francisco. San Francisco. Oh, what was the other connection with San Francisco? This was recorded in San Francisco, which is where Ripple's at, right? And the Golden Gate Bridge currency, we know all the codes right there. And look who wrote the music to the song, Jerry Garcia. Okay, we plug that into here. Plug it into the Chaldean. Jerry is 11. Garcia is 11. We get the 22 again. Now you've got a 22. You got a Robert on a 22. You got 27 for Hunter. And these are the two people who made this song. Jerry wrote the music. Robert made the lyrics. So we've got that. Now, take a look at this. This Truckin' song. Now, here's a code in itself. The Truckin' song. If we go to the Truckin' song, look what it says. So keep in mind, Ripple, the song Ripple, is a B-side of this Grateful Dead song called Truckin'. Guess what? We read right here. Hold on, where is it? The Truckin' song, listen up. The Truckin' song was recognized by the U.S. Library of Congress as a national treasure. The song uses the band's troubles on tour as a metaphor for life. Oh my goodness. the Congress says truckin', which we know the B side is ripple. The B side, the A side is truckin', right? They recognize it as a national treasure. All right, so that's insane by itself. That's insane by itself. Now look at this. When they interviewed Weir, from Weir's interview about the song in the 1997 film. So it was in a film called Anthem to Beauty, and he says it was a rite of passage, and those are rite of passage is magic terms. So pointing that out. Now let's keep it going. Let's just dive into the Ripple Grateful Dead lyrics. Okay, let's just dive in because we didn't dive in last time. If my words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hear it near as it was your own? So, this is about, as you can see over here, the mystical imagery of a harp unstrung. This is about somebody else doing the performance of this song, and would the lyrics still be heard? Or the lyricist's voice still be heard? But, yeah, this isn't the important part, though. But I like the gold of sunshine and the harp. Harp is a very mystical instrument, you know? So let's move on to this one. It's a hand-me-down, the thoughts are broken, perhaps they're better left unsung. I don't know, don't really care. This verse has to do with the limited ability to transmit thoughts through words and music. Just because the lyricist had certain thoughts while composing a song doesn't mean that every listener would have the same thoughts while hearing it. Let there be songs to fill the air. Doesn't that sound like let there be light? Let there be songs to fill the air? Now, you want to know what blew my damn mind? Blew my damn mind. The chorus of the song is a haiku. It has 17 syllables. You know the eerie part of this song? Please go listen to it. The chorus, where he goes like, ripple. That's my best singing of Grateful Dead. Ripple, that eerie part is 17 syllables. Okay? And it's written in haiku structure. And what we see is haiku is Japanese poetry. Haiku is Japanese poetry. And that goes back to this woman right here. Right? That goes back to this woman right here. And it's the Japan. Like they switched it out for Japan right here. The fool goes to the edge. And the last card we see before the ripple chorus is the Japan. Is the Japan reference, okay? Okay, so that's cool. Now, guess what? This song is often compared to Psalm 23 in the Bible. It says right here, which also refers to water. It says, he leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. Okay. So we're dealing with the Bible now. I know lots of you like the Bible decodes. Okay, chorus, blah, blah, blah. 17 syllables. Japanese poetic form. The Japanese lady instead of the original tarot. For the 9 of coins. The 9 is a number of completion because the 10 is just a 1 and then a 0. And this song is often compared. So, okay, let's take a look at Psalm 23. Because this is the chorus. This is the important part where Grateful Dead actually says the ripple name in the chorus. And it's 17 syllables. And this is often, apparently, according to them, it's compared to, sometimes this song is compared to Psalm 23. Look what the first thing is, a Psalm of David. Now, I'm not sure if this is the David from David and Goliath, but right now it definitely looks like David and Goliath with the SEC, and we're winning. Okay, let's listen to what this psalm says, because apparently this song is compared to it. Verse 1, by the way, I'm not religious, I'm an omnist. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. So that's the part that's often compared. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest alley, I will fear no evil. You are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So, I do believe... Man, sorry, I'm stretching because I'm going hard on this. I don't even know how long this is right now. Even deeper than last time, I swear to God, dude. Because now I know it is a cycle. Screw anyone who tries to put, like, I don't know. Not screw anyone, actually. What am I saying? Not screw anyone. Try to put whatever you can on this. But I am deeming this as the American Beauty timeline. If it manifests, we are all going to be in very crazy abundance, right? If this keeps moving. So Psalm 23 right there. Keep it moving down. So we covered this. This is Psalm of David, right? Okay, so Psalm of David. Let's scroll it down. Right here. Reach out your hand if your cup be empty. If your cup is full, may it be again. The lyricist wishes the listener happiness if he's going through trouble. And these lyrics are compared to Psalm 23 again, because there's another correlation. And let it be known there is a fountain right here. He says, let it be known there is a fountain. Right? Let it be known there is a fountain. Now, Garcia and Hunter, which are the two guys that made this, they feel that they aren't creating their art by their own hands, but merely channeling some strange universal force. This is what they've said, the people who made this. The cup can be refilled indefinitely. According to the man himself, Robert Hunter, he says, that's pretty much my favorite line I've ever wrote. And that's ever popped in my head. And I believe it, you know? Let it be known there is a fountain that was not made by the hands of men. It's a divine fountain. Okay, this one, there is no road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. Right? And if you go, no one may follow. The path is for your steps alone. Now, they give a couple pieces of literature right here that back up this line, but I didn't see anything pretty crazy. But the thing is, the lyric is crazy. If you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. We get the chorus again, which we know is the spider. It's weaving a new timeline. Okay. Yeah. Okay, verse 3. Most important verse. Because this is on the Ripple website. The ending verse of the song is on the Ripple website. As you can see right here. This is in their code. This is ripple.com/error. It's the error page. It is right on their website. Click here. Look at this. This first line is from the Tao Te Ching. I probably screwed that name up. Or I know I did because I listened to it before. This line right here is from the Tao, which is a book, or sorry, a classic text right here. And essentially this is from Taoism, or Taoism. And it's one of the two fundamental texts. It's credited to 6th century BC. I don't know what that says. Oh yeah. 4th century BC. Oh yeah, 6th century BC sage. Okay. That doesn't even contribute to this story though. The influence of it is crazy. That this word means way or the way. And then te means virtue, personal character, inner strength. And then ching means great book, canon, or classic. Okay? So they are quoting things from philosophical books. And they've put another song here that relates to this line. And then another thing from the Tao. So 2 things from that Tao. So that last line, you who choose to lead must follow, but if you fall alone. If you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. So the Tao says, therefore, desiring to rule over the people, one must, in one's words, humble oneself before them, and desiring to lead the people, one must, in one's person, follow behind them. This line is suggesting that in order to act as an effective leader, one must interpret the desires of those who they're leading and react accordingly. In order to lead a group of people, you must understand them and learn from them and follow as they do. This contributes to the timeline of us being the new elite. This whole thing shows that we could be the new elite, man. Just off this, and we're finally the people who can see this. The people who can see this are going to finally be a ruling class, and that's why this is giving us advice right here. This is giving us advice. This is a piece of advice, right? So it's from the Tao. Yep. Okay. And there's this book too. I mean, there's this song too. I'm not gonna go over that because it's not that crazy. Keep it moving, and that's the end of my document. So the 404, which also is the 44 with the bear in the middle coming out of the 0. Truck-in connection, and I think that's going to wrap it up, man. So ultimately, that is the American Beauty timeline. I love the name of it because XRP could be the American Beauty. And I've been saying that this is, like, why are they stifling their own weapon? XRP could be really a big asset to the United States if they implement it. And ultimately, this just shows we're going to come out on the abundant side. I do think this is a rotating wheel. And honestly, I think we are on the chariot. And that wheel spinning, man. So I'm not a fan of the dates. I tried to leave this like, because it's hard to... There will be more parts, is what I'm saying. There will be more parts of this. But you can see the main thing is that the old system is extinct. It's the same message. From a surface level, it's the same message. Man, I hope the copyright didn't catch that right there. It's the same message. You know these weave timelines. So in a cycle, we get 2 weave timelines, right? We always are met with something like this, which is very bad, but we have the resources, right? 2 of Cups, we come together. Another union right here. You see the abundance flows out of the cup, the Uranus, the Aquarius, right? It's a rough code, but like all you need to know is that this is a cycle. You see the cicada, and about that 2022 thing, if it happens, I mean, 2022 might be something crazy. Or we might have hatched the cicada already, right? But it's a cycle. It's a cycle. The cicada is a cycle. So what if it's a long spin, right? Because this cycle has been going on since 2005 then, right? That 2005, I don't like the times, by the way, I don't like this, but I think this, you can actually apply it as small time frame. I think Ripple's a planet, essentially. It has its own energy. Just being honest, bro. Like, I think it's a wheel that you can apply in a second, on a second time frame, a minute, an hour, a day, and you're seeing this happen with Ripple. And ultimately, the ending is abundance, right? So that is all I've got, folks. All I ask for you is to drop a subscribe, drop a like, share this video everywhere. Let the American beauty timeline be known. We want to manifest this. And let's go. If it manifests, I mean, we're coming out on the other end. There will be more parts. But thank you. If you're watching right now, you're at the end of the video. You're amazing. And that's it. American Beauty timeline. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready for this timeline because it makes sense to me. All the other weird... Ugh, I hate all the weird stuff, man. It's like... like, build your own shit, man. This is something that we can use in our life right here. They gave it to us. You can use this video as an ascension thing. It even mentions the chakras and everything, right? So there will be more parts. Don't worry. I'm going to keep compiling info, but I think we slayed it on this. Shout out to the whole community, my community, extended people that got involved. Shout out to Cheryl for the call. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I am ready. Especially with that Japan news today, too. I'm filming this today. Hey, follow the TikTok. Let it change for a second. Follow the Twitter. And follow the Instagram, man. Links in the bio. Share this everywhere you can. I appreciate it. And goodbye.
Grow, still can't stop it.